7, 8 is where we have proportion and variation. This is a very simple version of rational mathematics. Proportion is when two ratios are equal. A over big A equals B over big B. A is to big A is little b is to big B. That's what a proportion is. And if you have a proportion, A over big A equals B over big B, then from any three of the numbers, you can find the fourth. For example, from here, if we transpose big A, then little a equals B little a, B big A over big B. Transpose the big B, then little b is a big B over big A. If you flip these both upside down, so you get big A over little a equals big B over little b, then transposing little a or little b gets you big A equals big B, little a over little b, big B equals a little b over little a. So one particular kind of proportion is when you have two triangles with equal angles. If the angles are equal, then they won't necessarily be of the same size, but they will be in proportion. Little a is to big A, is little b is to big B, is little c is to big C, like that. So, okay, there are any number of proportion problems, which we'll start off now. All right, here's the proportion. 2 is to 3 is x is to 6. Solve for x. Well, simple enough. We multiply by 6, that transposing it. Let's get 2 plus 6 over 3 equals x. And after a bit of arithmetic, that's x equals 4. Here we have 63 over little g equals 9 over 2. Now, for me, the book would have you transpose the g to the right and 2 to the left and divide by 9. That's extra steps. I think it's easier just to flip them both upside down. So instead of 63 over g, you get g over 63. Instead of 9 over 2, you get 2 over 9. Now this, you can solve for little g directly by multiplying by 63. So little g equals 2 times 63 over 9. 63 over 9 is 7. G is 2 times 7. G is 14. Now here, if 15 over 7b plus 5 equals 5 over 2b plus 1. Okay, for this, the best thing to do is to cross multiply, and that way get rid of all the fractions right away. So move the 7b plus 5 to the right, 2b plus 1 to the left. Get 15 times 2b plus 1 equals 5 times 7b plus 5. Now you do some distribution. Here, distributing the 15, you get 30b plus 15 equals. Here, distributing the 5, you get 35b plus 25. So we subtract 35b and move that term to the left. Subtract 15 and move that term to the right. You get 30b minus 35b equals 25 minus 15. This simplifies to negative 5b equals 10. Divide both sides by negative 5, so b equals 10 over negative 5, or b equals negative 2. Here we have a couple of triangles. Oh, I really should add in proportion. Let me make a note here. 7, 8, 3 proportion. Now let's see. And here's 3, 4, 5. Here's 9, 12. What's x? Okay, let's make sure that 3 is to 4 is 3 is to 4 is 9 and 12. Yes, if you cancel 3s, you get 3/4. And then 5. Well, okay then. And this is in fact a right angle triangle, as this indicates. So x is to 5 is, let's say 9 is to 3. X to 5 is 9 is to 3. And that cancels down to x over 5 equals 3. So transposing of 5, x equals 5 times 3. So x equals 15. Simple enough. Here, y minus 4 over y plus 1 equals y plus 3 over y plus 6. What's y? You move the y plus 6 to the left. You move the y plus 1 to the right. So you get y minus 4 times y plus 6 equals y plus 1 times y plus 3. This, we expand y squared plus 6y minus 4y minus 24. This expands to y squared plus y plus 3y plus 3. You cancel the y squareds because they're the same on both sides. Move y plus 3y to the left, and move 24 to the right. You get 6y minus 4y minus y minus 3y on the left equals 3 plus 24. Okay, this all comes down to negative 2y equals 27. Distributed and divided by negative 2, y equals negative 27 over 2. M is to 3 as 4 is to m plus 1. Here again we cross multiply. M times m plus 1 on the left equals 4 times 3 on the right. So it's m squared plus m equals 12, or m squared plus m minus 12 equals 0. And okay, after a brief PQ search, we get m plus 4 times m minus 3 equals 0. So m minus plus 4 is 0, which means m is negative 4, or m minus 3 is 0, which means that m equals 3. So these are the solutions. 3 over a, here we have 71a and b. Here it's a simple proportion. 3 over a plus 1 equals 8 over a. Here we have 3 over a minus 1 plus 8 over a equals 3, a little more complicated. Here, for this one, first we transpose a to the right and a minus 1 to the left and a minus 1 to the right. 3a equals 8 times a minus 1. So 3a equals 8a minus 8. So 3a minus 8a equals negative 8. So negative 5a equals negative 8. Divide by negative 5, the negatives cancel. A equals 8/5. Here we have 3 over a minus 1 plus 8 over a equals 3. Okay, to get rid of these denominators, we multiply by their product, which is in fact what we did over here. So multiply every term by a times a minus 1. For this term, a minus 1 cancels, we're left with 3a. For this term, a cancels, we're left with 8 times a minus 1. And on the right, you get 3a minus 1. All right, so this on the left expands to 3a plus 8a minus 8 equals 3a squared here minus 3a. After some transposing, you get 0 equals 3a squared minus 3a minus 3a minus 8a plus 8, which is minus 0 equals 3a squared minus 14a plus 8. Now, all right, to factor this, well, it's the AC method, and we've covered that before. And so to skip those steps, we get 3a minus 2 times a minus 4 equals 0. So one of these factors is 0. 3a minus 2 is 0, or a minus 4 is 0. So a equals 2/3, or a equals 4. These are the solutions. Here's a simple commercial problem. 2 shirts sell for $25. How much do 5 shirts cost? All right, let that cost be C. And C is to 5. C is to 5 as 25 is to 2. So cost per shirt. Multiply on the right throughout by 5. You get C equals 25 times 5 over 2, which is C is $62.50. Here we have 2 similar triangles, a right angle here, equal angles here. So the sides are in proportion. 6 and 4, x and 26. So what's x? Well, x is to 26 as 6 is to 4. Multiply by 26. X equals 6 times 26 over 4. It comes out to 39. So this is 39 feet. Okay, that concludes this.